Always low prices at Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza.
After their Trump transition, Tulsi Gabbard and RFK Jr. campaigned on his behalf here in Las Vegas over the weekend, with now just 42 days to go till Election Day on November 5th. During their address to Clark County, both ex-Democratic leaders detailed why they left the left-leaning party and why they believe all voters should place principles before personalities when it comes to our constitutional rights. Let's check this one out.
Over 20 years ago when I joined the Democrat Party, it was once that big open tent party that celebrated free speech, that stood up and defended civil liberties and civil rights. It was a party that welcomed people from all different backgrounds and recognized we can have agreements and disagreements on issues.
Both former Democratic presidential candidates endorsed Trump last month.
Fast forward to where we are today, and the Democrat Party, unfortunately, is completely unrecognizable. And so when we look at, speaking for myself, why I've endorsed President Trump in this election and why I will do everything I can, when we look at what is at stake, it is nothing short of our ability as Americans, regardless of political affiliation, to truly live and thrive in a free, peaceful, and prosperous nation.
Nevada holds 6 electoral college votes in our swing state status.
When we recognize that that is what is at stake, we also then must recognize that when we compare and contrast the record of Donald Trump as president, and we compare that to Kamala Harris's record as vice president, we see a record of success under Donald Trump when it comes to freedom, peace, and prosperity. And we see a record of failure when it comes to Vice President Kamala Harris, when it comes to tyranny, war, and economic hardship. In this election, the choice is very clear. And it doesn't matter whether you agree or disagree on some issues with President Trump. This is not about personalities. This is nothing short of our future and our freedom on the line. And President Trump is our best hope to defend that freedom, to defend our future, to walk us back from the brink of World War III and nuclear war so that we can live out that promise that the founders of our country had for every single one of us as Americans.
This marks the first time a Kennedy publicly made the jump to Trump.
Democratic Party that we were raised in, the Democratic Party of John Kennedy or Robert F. Kennedy doesn't exist anymore. The Democratic Party that I grew up in was the party of peace. It was against war. My father died running against the Vietnam War. My uncle spent 1,000 days in office fighting against his military-industrial complex, his intelligence apparatus to keep our country out of war. It was the party of constitutional rights, of civil rights, including, especially, beginning with freedom of speech. It's now the party of censorship, and it's the party of war.
The event was moderated by NASCAR champ Danica Patrick at the Robert E. Price Recreation Center. I'm Maria Centers with News 25 Las Vegas.